really important to have an understanding, and not only your own natural reaction to change, but how other people may react to change around you. Sometimes you might be really great with the change, but maybe somebody else in your organization isn't too happy about it. So how you react and how you help them to adapt to change will make a huge difference. Another piece is, what's your level of willingness? Now, most of you took this little quiz with the question in mind that it's a change you want to make. What if it were a change you were forced to make? Wonder if you took that quiz again and say, somebody's making me make a change that I don't want to make, how that would come out. You might want to go back and try that, because I'll bet your score might be a little bit different, right? So it's really important to have that understanding that a lot of it depends on whether you want to make a change or you don't want to make a change. And one of the techniques that I use is seeing through that other person's glasses, right? And in order to do that, to see through my own, I also have to be able to make sure they're clear and they're clean, right? So I have to be able to be open to hearing what they have to say. So change is really transition. And one of the other techniques that I encourage people to use is to view change as a learning opportunity. And if you always view change as a learning opportunity, you can't lose on it. Because it's like, okay, what am I going to learn? What am I going to gain? Why am I here? What am I supposed to learn? And now all of a sudden you've changed it from being disappointed to being inquisitive or curious about something new. And that can completely shift your perspective about something. So it's a doorway and it's an opportunity. Anytime there's change, it's a transition from one place to the other of someone. So 4 levels of communication. Whenever you're communicating one-on-one or in groups, the key thing is to have your antennas up and be able to see what's really going on. A lot of times we walk through life and we don't realize that there is a hidden agenda, and that can get us into trouble, right? Because it's not the elephant on the table, it's underlying, it's the iceberg, it's the stuff that's going on under here, right? You see this much of the information that's on the table, but begin to think about, when you're in groups now, what might be going on beneath the table with each person, particularly if you're having an argument or a conflict, right? When you're trying to collaborate with people and they're not trying to get to the best alternative. For example, they're not trying to get to the best alternative for this particular problem or solve something, right? They might have a hidden agenda, or they might have an intention by some of the things they say in that meeting. And so it's about being aware and open to learning about that and understanding that and asking them to explain, well, what do you mean by that, right? So what is your intended outcome here? Is there something you want to have happen as a result of that? And it's perfectly okay to ask those questions. Sometimes it's a clear mirror. You don't have any issues with that person and you're not seeing any underlying hidden agenda, but sometimes you do. How many of you have seen or gotten to know people where you know they have a hidden agenda? Where they, maybe they didn't like you, maybe they want to get you in trouble. It's part of group dynamics. You're going to have some of that, right? So it's being able to navigate that by using these tools to do that. So understanding it is first. Awareness is one of the first things that you can do. Another thing, smoking mirror, where you're uncomfortable. Another issue in one-to-one conflict is a clear mirror. If you walk by somebody and you like them, it's all good, that's a clear mirror. You have a clear mirror with that someone, that person. So I met Don today and I said, hey Don, and right away I had a clear mirror with him. It's all good, I don't have any issues, I'm not feeling any pain, no problems. A split mirror might be where, I might have a little bit of concern, or maybe I don't. It just depends, right? You might have a cracked mirror. That person has hurt me. That person has hurt me in the past, so I don't want to have anything to do with them. That's a cracked mirror, okay? So I'm projecting on them perhaps something it's my own pain and my own hurt that I'm projecting on them. If I can step outside that, I may be able to resolve that conflict and move forward with the relationship. So this is how you're relating these things back to conflict that you experience with different people one-on-one. If you have no mirror, anybody experience a no mirror? I walk by, I don't even see you. I don't even know you exist. You're not even on my radar screen, right? So the reason I bring this up is because you might have different mirrors with different people where you're projecting things that are within you, and it's really important when you do that to examine where you are in relation to that person, because it can help you move through that conflict. So it's a tool. It can help you step forward perhaps and actually become friends with some of the people that you've conflicted with, or get to know them better, or at least come to some agreement with them. So that's one way to leave you with one thing, and this is my secret for adapting to change. And I just, when I'm having difficulty and I'm struggling, I just remember the 4 immutable laws. And those 4 immutable laws are whoever shows up is exactly the right person. So the fact that you all are here today and nobody else is here today, you are exactly the right people who are supposed to be in this class to learn whatever it was you learned today. Whenever that person shows up is exactly the right time. So this was the right time for you to be here and learn this, the right time for me to be here and learn from you. Whatever happens is the only thing that could have happened. I missed one of my slides. Oh well, you know, that I guess I wasn't supposed to talk about that slide, right? But things happen, right? And so that's the only thing that could have happened today. And then when it's over, it's over. So I think there are some evaluations.